Hello, students. Today I'm going to talk about the applications of adsorption. So, extensive applications of adsorptions are given in this video. First one is production of high vacuum. In DVAR flask, activated charcoal is placed between the walls of the flask so that gas entering into annular space gets adsorbed easily. The second one is in gas mask. Activated carbon is used in gas mask to adsorb poisonous gases. Example oxides of sulfur and nitrogen oxides, etc. It purifies the air for breathing, helps in breathing, and in third application is in desiccation or dehumidification. Certain substances can be used to remove water vapor or moisture present in the air. Like silica gel alumina are used for dehumidification in electronic equipments. Next one is in clarification of sugar. Sugar is decolorized by treating sugar solution with animal charcoal powder which removes the color producing substances. Next one is in paint industry. The paint should not contain dissolved gases as it inhibits the adherence capacity of the paint to the surface to be coated. The dissolved gases are therefore removed by suitable adsorbents. This is done by adding suitable liquids which adsorb these films. Such liquids are called wetting agents. Example use of spirit as wetting agent in furniture painting. Next one is adsorption chromatography. In analytical method in which your molecules are separated according to their adsorptive properties where a mobile fluid phase is passed over a immobile solid absorptive stationary phase. Seventh one is in adsorption indicators. Various dyes which possess adsorption properties have been introduced as indicators mainly in precipitation titrations. For example, KBr is titrated with silver nitrate using eosin as an adsorption indicator. The next one is heterogeneous catalysis. In heterogeneous catalytic reactions, adsorption of gaseous reactants on solid catalyst occurs. The adsorption mechanism is responsible for greater efficiency of the catalyst in the finely divided state and helps us to understand the action of catalyst promoters and poisons. Example, finely powdered nickel is used for the hydrogenation of oils. Second one, the manufacture of sulfuric acid, finely divided vanadium pentoxide, is used in the contact process. So, here is the process of heterogeneous catalysis is given. The first one is diffusion of reactants to the surface. Normally, your heterogeneous catalysis takes place by this way, that is, diffusion of reactant to the surface takes place, followed by adsorption of reactants to the surface. Then reaction takes place on the surface, then desorption of the product from the surface, that is the reverse of your adsorption takes place, and then your product diffusion takes place, that is product diffuses away from your surface. The next one is in adsorption indicators. In many precipitation titration, many dyes are used as indicators which work on the principle of adsorption. The next one is in curing disease. Some pharmaceutical drugs have the capacity to adsorb the germs on them and kill them and protect us from diseases. Then, Lake test for aluminium. In testing the aluminium, whether it is present or not, you are using the litmus paper, adsorption of litmus paper by aluminum trihydroxide precipitate. This is an example of adsorption in order to test the presence of aluminium. Then next one is separation of inert gases. Due to the difference in degree of adsorption of gases by charcoal, a mixture of inert gases can be separated by adsorption on coconut charcoal at different low temperatures. Then in softening the hard water, it's a very important one. The use of ion exchangers for softening of hard water is based upon the principle of adsorption chromatography. The ion exchange resins helps to remove the hardness causing ions from water and making it useful for the industrial and domestic applications. Next one is arsenic poisoning. Colloidal ferric hydroxide is administered which adsorbs arsenic and removes it from body by vomiting. Then formation of stable emulsions in cosmetics and syrups. So in so many cosmetics they are using the process of adsorption. Then in froth flotation process used for concentration of sulfide ores which is based upon the adsorption. Then last one is in cleaning action of soaps and detergents we are daily using this adsorption process. And there are still so many applications of adsorption. So we'll be discussing in the future videos. Thank you students for watching.